Okay, quickly on our segment debt FX as well. Should we do that actually? Infosys is back that order as well. Okay, let's first talk about Infosys as well, and we'll pretty much mention these are the other people who are in the race for the GST network deal, but in all probability has pipped the other companies to the post, and this is what the wires are saying. Sources are telling to wires. Okay, but I think Ruchi has some news bit on this as well. Ruchi, so what I see on our screen is that sources are telling that Infy finally bagged that 5-year GST network deal. Fill us in on the details.
Yeah, absolutely. What we're given to understand is that even though the government is figuring out their strategy with respect to the GST as to what needs to be done, if a special session needs to be called in, or whether the government will be able to convince the opposition on GST, they're at least keeping the back-end work of GST ready, and which is why we're given to understand to build the IT network for GST. We're given to understand that there were about 4 to 5 companies that had applied that had applied for the government contract, and now we're given to understand that Infosys has been, come out, emerged victorious, and they will be awarded the GST contract. Remember, this contract is worth 1320 crores, which is 1,320 crores, and the contract will begin October 1st, 2015. So obviously, this is going to be a huge shot in the arm for Infosys, but also the fact that the government is moving fast on GST despite the opposition not really relenting at this point of time.
Ruchi, give us some other details from what, okay, I don't know what else do you have. I'll tell you what we have on the screen. What we have on the screen is that Infy's back the deal. It's a 5-year deal, and it's for 1320 crores if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a 5-year deal. It is for 1,320 crores and begins October 1st, 2015. As I have told you, it is going to be a 5-year contract, and the government will make an official announcement for the same very soon.
Thanks for getting us that update. So it's confirmed from our correspondent as well. Source-based information, not an official release out as yet. I believe the government will probably make the announcement, and then Infosys will put it up as well. But this is, as we said, this is big, not from the perspective of the fact that it's a 1320 crore deal. I mean, that's not too large. That's not terribly large. I mean, that's okay. That's par for the course. But what this probably does, amongst other things, is that it puts Infosys right up there in the domestic market in terms of managing a complex deal. Make no bones about it. GST, the roadmap, or rather GST, the infrastructure will be a complex one at that. For Infosys to do that, from that perspective, it's a big one. Now, okay, let me not speak more about it. Let me get in Sarbjit Kour Nangra from Angel Broking. Just give us a quick perspective out here. Sarbjit, thanks so much for joining in. I mean, 1320, 1500, the amount may be whatever. But how big a deal could this be for Infosys that they've managed to bag the GST contract?
See, I'm exactly not aware of the quantum of the order book.
1320 crores, Sarbjit.
Okay, 1320 crores. But I guess it's a long-term project, and it will be spread over a period of time. So I guess on an annuity basis, definitely it's positive, because though for Infosys, the positivity comes from the fact that one, it is a domestic market project, which where TCS is normally ahead in terms of in domestic presence. So one fold is geographical significance, and another definitely is that it will add to the numbers. So it will not be that significant contributor, but definitely incrementally it will add to the overall numbers.
My question was precisely that, Sarbjit. 1320 over 5 years is not a large deal. It's a very small deal, so to say. But the fact that it is in the domestic market, and it is an important project like the GST, because it will be a complex infrastructure to probably manage as well. From that perspective, how big a deal it is for Infosys?
That's what I said. The significance is that only. Otherwise, number-wise, it will not add that significantly to the overall profitability, though definitely it will add, but not that significant.
What is the pecking order right now, Sarbjit, in large cap IT? Because we have seen that of late, all the four are making some of the other noises. If HCL Tech won the Manchester United deal, Wipro came in and won the Chelsea deal as well. And these are different verticals in a complex market. Infi now has a large or a prestigious domestic deal as well. And TCS is, of course, the leader of the pack. The only one which is kind of missing out off late is Tech Mahindra. What's the pecking order in the top 5?
See, we have been positive in IT for pretty long, even before exchange rate fluctuations happen. And the prime reason is that the sector had been downgraded to valuations, which is, given its profitability, is very undervalued in comparison to other sectors. And so, in terms of pecking order, currently TCS, Infosys is the top pick for us, and also with Wipro and Tech Mahindra, because we believe in Tech Mahindra. As we all are aware, acquisition is something which is playing out right now in terms of the profitability, but going forward that will rectify. And also in terms of in Wipro also, as you said, they're getting orders, and obviously this quarter will see some exchange benefits also coming in. So I guess overall a good times for IT actually. Overall, if you see volumes also coming in, exchange rate benefit also accruing to them. So I think overall a good times ahead for the coming quarter for IT Bank.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Sarbjit. Really good having you. So that's essentially the lowdown on Infosys. The markets are pretty much at the same levels. No great change there. What we'll do is we'll take a very quick break. We come back from the break, continue our conversation with Prakash Gaba. More importantly, a bunch of stocks in news. So we'll get you a lowdown on all of those and what are they likely to do in the near term.